Shout out to the good people in the building. Shout out to the good people in the building. Let me see who up in here. FTC Vice, Louis V, City Bama. Oh, always a queen. I see you up in the building. Yo, do me a favor, y'all. Make sure y'all check and make sure y'all still subscribe to me, because a lot of people been telling me they wasn't getting bell notifications and they found out that they wasn't been subscribed. That is YouTube doing that shit. That is not me, y'all. I cannot unsubscribe y'all. I can't do that. The only way I can work with a subscription is if I'm subscribed to somebody and then I decide not to fuck with them no more. You dig what I'm saying? That's the only way. But I cannot kick y'all out of my chat. Even if I wanted to, I couldn't. I could kick you out as far as the chat in the chat, and as far as coming up here on a platform. But I can never unsubscribe you. So anybody that finds out that they are not subscribed, do me a favor. Please don't blame that on me. That's on YouTube, because they hating the fact that we're growing. Let's get into this work. Another day alive, another day free. Why would I wake up trying to be somebody other than me? Sun, moon, and stars. Everything that exists has to coexist within. Like I said, another day alive, another day free. Why would I wake up trying to be somebody other than me? And you got your gun back too. Always a queen. Don't think that was done to you. Ask everybody in here. I cleared shop on the wrenches because we had people with some wrenches, quote unquote, that was blocking other people. I know it was not you. I knew it was not FTC. I knew it was not Louis V. I knew it was certain people that fuck with us in Team Guardian. But we had a host of new people, so I cleared all the wrenches and I did a show for the people to come back and get their wrenches to show them how much I appreciate it. I'm glad you're back in the booth. Your gun is in your hand. You already know what to do. How y'all feeling tonight? 1, 2, 3, 4. Silver Point, I see you in the building. 1, 2, 3, 4. We got 6 more people in the cut. Do me a favor. Come on out. 7 more people in the cut. Come on out and do me a favor. Hit that like button when you come in. You are now rocking with the best. Egypt, leave him alone, please. I'd appreciate it if you leave Zeus alone, Egypt. You're now rocking with the best. I don't know what y'all doing tonight, but I'm sipping. It's not motherfucking Friday, but I'm sipping. I got a Brooklyn Punch, you know what I'm saying? I got a little bit of Pink Kinky, mixed with some Hypnotic, mixed with some Hennessy, mixed with some orange juice, a little Brooklyn Punch. And you know I got a couple of these things rolled up. Shout out to the people at Gumbo to make you feel like Dumbo. And shout out to that lemon Perry. How y'all doing tonight? We were supposed to do this last night, but you know, we got caught up, but tonight we gonna do it. Yo, Trick, what up, baby? I see you in the building. Yo, Trick Daddy, let me tell you something, brother. You my man. And I need you to subscribe to my monthly subscription. Team Guardian, I need y'all to subscribe. City Bama, I need y'all to subscribe to my monthly subscription. We got 5 members right now. Every Saturday, I'm promoting this every Saturday at 8 p.m. Go look at what it says. The Brooklyn Big Dice Hood Stories. Episodes of my life. Intricate moments in my life that made me go through and become who I am today. I'm encouraging everybody to go subscribe. From $2 to $500, whatever you want to do for your monthly subscription, do that for me. And I promise you, the stories that I share with y'all, even though we all family, these stories right here are going to hit a little different, because I'm going to tell you the certain moments, impactful moments in my life. The first time I went to prison, the first time I was handcuffed, first time I fell in love, the first time I got my heart broke. The first time my parents and another young lady's parents forced us to have an abortion. I'm going to tell y'all a conversation I had with the tarot reader that told me my mother was going to pass away. There's some conversations that I'm going to share with y'all, but y'all got to be members. Y'all got to be members. And Trick Daddy, you always telling me you got the money for the ladies, so do me a favor. I need you to have some money for your man. Lock in with me for the month. Spectrum, I see you in the building. Salute. Big up, Bedrin. Rastafari. Selassie. Who God bless. No bombo clad man can test. Big up Gully man, posse them. Rima dog. Junglist. Everybody come together and unite to bombo clad. A big dice say that. A big dice on this Bob Marley shit. Everything come together. One love. One heart. Let's get together and be all right. Sing with me, y'all. One love. One heart. Let's get together and be all right. Y'all didn't even hear what Bob Marley was saying. He said, listen to the children crying. One love. Listen to them dying. One love. Let's get together and be all right. You know, see me? Big tune dot. Y'all already know I'm a Bob fan. Keep big spliff them. Man to man is so unjust. You don't know who to trust. Your worst enemy can be your best friend. Yet your best friend could be your worst enemy. My man Trick said, I got you, Big Dice. He said, one of my kids just lost their job, so I got to help them with tuition for the ragamuffins. I'm not spending nothing on these Hickses. I ain't mad at you. Always Queen. I was getting ready to say something. But I'm not going to say it to you. See, if it was just me and you or something, or we was in the chat or the DM, I'd have said it, but I'm not going to say it because you know how some people be taking my mouth crazy, but all I'm going to say is you a gangster, goddammit. Always a Queen says she is fucking with the Henny Red Bull and smoking gumbo mixed with the truffles. That ain't no, boy, y'all better step. Boy, let me tell you something. If you ain't got, well, let me tell you something. And she got, let me. I ain't going to say what I was going to say, but it's all respectful. I just be sounding crazy sometimes, y'all. Telling you now, she chocolate. She got a mean bottom lip on her, y'all. She drinking that Henny and that Red Bull, respectfully. A woman that drinks, I'm down here in the South. I'm going to tell y'all some real shit. See, these women down here, they drink Hennessy and Red Bull and they wear flip-flops and they will fuck the shit out you. They will fuck the shit out you. Shut up, nigga. Don't be drooling. Nah, you ain't going to sleep. Get the fuck, you getting fucked tonight, nigga. Shout out to Dunbars. Tell them Dunbars if I'm lying. These women down here, they don't even wear socks to the juke joint. But if them niggas start buying doubles of Hennessy and a motherfucking Red Bull, somebody getting fucked. I'm not saying that's always a queen. Let's get that straight. I'm not saying that. Yes, I am. She a gangster. She gonna fuck somebody tonight. I don't know who the nigga is, but you lucky, my man, because she's gonna put that, snap that thing on back. He might be sitting there watching the show with her right now laughing. Homie, I hope you got you some Red Bull. Because if you ain't got no Red Bull in the morning, she's going to be on the phone with her homegirl, and it's going to be like a motherfucking scene from Carrie. They're all going to be laughing at you.
You can't play both sides, you niggas gotta choose. Niggas out here being tough until they make the news. Mama said her son ain't hurt nobody. The streets said her son was catching plenty bodies. If you accept these charges, then please hold. In every hood, it was a nigga that was tougher and he still told. Like, what I gotta do to make you niggas rhyme? Like, I'm ready to kill when the kind of mind I'm cautious. I'm dealing with more sticks than a porcupine. Quill spines, whatever you wanna call them. Yeah, plus my little mama, she a trap queen. Though you when she mixed with that Fetty, give him a wop lean. It was a whole lot of cars when there was stimmies round. We going over a year and half you niggas down. Hold these expensive clothes like was that smart? Now they uploading they clothes on the Poshmark. Switch, baby, careful with this. I mean, this bitch sharp. One across, one down the middle, look like a chrome heart. Damn, I'm always outside. I'm like, hi from who? Bound to put your car on skates. You think you slide through? I help build my niggas. This ain't Legos. Protect the fan by any means. I be Diego. Yeah, tiger to you niggas. I'm an animal. It's a jungle where I'm from. What y'all wanna do? You can't play both sides. You niggas gotta choose. Niggas out here being tough until they make the news. Mama said her son ain't hurt nobody. The street said her son was catching plenty bodies. If you accept these charges, then please hold. In every hood, it was a nigga that was tough, but he still told.
It was a nigga that was tough and he still told. That's a fact, Trick. Woke up the other night and saw a nigga that was killed in my hood standing right in my motherfucking room in the physical spirit. Hollered like a motherfucking baby, cut my light on, got my gun and all that shit. The nigga was gone. That's a fact. Inshallah. May he rest in peace. Always a queen said, ain't nobody getting no loving. The only person getting some loving is her sheets. Yo, I don't know if y'all follow her on Instagram. She said some shit one day that made me laugh so hard. She said, guess who getting some head tonight, y'all? I'm thinking she can ready tell me, you know, she feeling a little freaky deaky. She feel like getting her little razzle dazzle on. She said my pillow. That shit had me laughing so fucking hard, y'all. Tonight, I got a good one for us, y'all. I got a good one for us, y'all. I got a good one for us, y'all. Y'all talking about they want content. I could do this all day. See, I could disrespect the nigga too, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to let my God fight my battles. Fuck with me if you want to. God going to do some shit to you. Ain't nothing going to do right by nobody that don't do right by me. I hit you motherfuckers with that color purple shit. Ain't nothing going to go right by you niggas until you keep my name out your mouth, until you understand I am a chosen vessel that God has protected. Excuse me, y'all. Egypt is in heat and she was trying to rape Zeus. Egypt is almost 20 months old. Zeus is 16 years old. Zeus ain't fucking nobody. I just looked to the right. She humping him. Ain't that some shit? He supposed to be trying to hump her. He on the floor. She humping him, licking him in the back of his neck. She on that always a queen shit. She done had her a Henny and a Red Bull. Egypt, you had your sit down. Sit down. Did you have your Hennessy and Red Bull? I just got you up. Sit down. I just got you up off him and you running around about to get up on him again. Did you have your Hennessy and a Red Bull? You're always a queen. Did you send her a Hennessy and a Red Bull? Ron Bull, salute, beloved. Salute, beloved. They said they want that content, right? Yo, let me tell you something, Trick. This one right here, I got a motherfucking, she cocaine white, y'all seen her. She's Red Boy Jocko. She's Red Boy Jocko Gatormouth, top and bottom, and her grandfather is Dojo Argentina. This dog is very angry. When she gets close to that time when she about to get in heat, this motherfucker turns into something disrespectful. This motherfucker stare at you. And she'll do shit like this. Y'all can't make this shit up. She on the motherfucking ground. I'm right in the ground. And you bite me, I'm going to bite your ass back. My man Ron Books came in. I'm going to play that one more time. Let's go.
You can't play both sides, you niggas gotta choose. Niggas out here being tough until they make the news. Mama said her son ain't hurt nobody. The streets said that someone's catching plenty bodies. If you accept these charges, then please hold. In every hood, it was a nigga that was tough, but he still told. Like, what I gotta do to make you niggas rhyme? Like, I'm ready to kill when the kind of minds be cautious. I'm dealing with more sticks than a porcupine. Quill spines, whatever you wanna call them. Yeah, plus my little mama, she a trap queen. Doggy when she mixed with that Fetty, give him a guap lean. It was a whole lot of cars when there was stimmies round. We going over a year and half you niggas down. All these expensive clothes, like was that smart? Now they uploading their clothes on the Poshmark. Switch, baby, careful with this. I mean, this bitch sharp. One across, one down the middle, look like a chrome heart. Damn, I'm always outside. I'm like, high from who? Bout to put your car on skates. You think you slide through? I help build my niggas. This ain't Legos. Protect the fan by any means. I be Diego. Yeah, tiger to you niggas. I'm an animal. It's a jungle where I'm from. What y'all wanna do? You can't play both sides. You niggas gotta choose. Niggas out here being tough until they make the news. Mama said her son ain't hurt nobody. The streets said her son was catching plenty bodies. If you accept these charges, then please hold. In every hood, it was a nigga that was tough, but he still told.
Hi, Ron Boogs. Do me a favor. Make sure everybody that fuck with me, I want you to check and make sure that you are still subscribed to my channel. Jamil Smith, I see you in the building, beloved. You know y'all rocking with me right now. We got a storm going on down here. Inshallah, say storm be gone. It's raining crazy down here, but y'all rocking with me, and I'm rocking with y'all. Shout out to 1090 Jake. I wasn't taking his hand. He said, because if y'all rocking with me, I'm rocking with y'all. But no, I'm rocking with y'all because y'all rocking with me. It's a difference. He said, if you rocking with me, I'm rocking with y'all. No, I'm rocking with y'all because y'all rocking with me. Y'all could have been anywhere else in the world, but you know who y'all with? You know who y'all fucking with? Me. Me. She talking about edibles. Let me show you something about some edibles. Always a queen. You don't know nothing about no motherfucking edibles. You don't know nothing about no edibles. Let me show you something about some edibles. Let me show you something about some edibles. You don't know nothing about no edibles. Show you something about some edibles. You don't know nothing about no edibles. Let me show you something about some edibles. Let me show y'all something about some edibles. Y'all don't know nothing about no damn edibles. Y'all don't know nothing about no edibles. Let me show you something about edibles, always a queen. Let me show you something about edibles. You know something about edibles? Let me show you something about edibles. This is edibles, y'all. Look at my dog.
Every day, every night, all the time.
That's what edibles going wrong, dude. Check it out.
Every day I need an ounce and a half. SP, the only flow that you know, with a bounce and a half. Listen, kid, I need a mountain of gas so I can roll up, hop in the whip and like bounce to the ass. I get high cause I'm in the hood, the guns is around. To take a blunt just to ease the pain and humble me now. And I'd rather roll something up. Cause if I'm sober, dog, I just might flip, grab my guns and hold something up. I get high as a kite. I'm in the zone all alone, motherfucker, case I'm dying at night. So I roll them up, back to back, as bad as I could. You got me for Styles P, I come to splatter the hood.
That's what happens when your dog mess with edibles. That happens when your dog mess with edibles. That's what happened when your dog mess with edibles. She sitting there. She looking like my man Rashawn when we found out he was smoking crack in 96. That nigga came out the basement like this. Yo, Ron, you ever seen one of your homeboys you found out he was smoking crack, and then when you catch him, he like this? That nigga came out the basement of a game room, 1:30 in the morning like this. We looking at the nigga like, yo, son, why you coming out the motherfucking basement? You know what this is? See, this is something a crackhead to say at 1:30 in the morning. He said, I was in the basement looking for my bike. This nigga in the basement smoking crack. He told us he in the basement looking for his bike. Yo, Ron, you ain't never been through that shit? You catch your man, we all coming like, son, why you was in the basement? He said, because I was looking for my bike. FTC, you know how they be looking at you? No, ain't nothing wrong with me. Like, nigga, what the fuck is wrong with you? Why you look like that? Ain't nothing wrong with me. Nothing. No, I was looking for my bike. You see my bike? Yo, Ron, I'm lying? Your man don't be looking like this. You found out to break your heart, he getting how you this. Yo, where y'all niggas going? Where y'all niggas going? I'm like, why is your motherfucking eyes intruding out your motherfucking socket? Nah, I'm good. Ain't nothing wrong with me, son. Something wrong with me? Nah, I was crying earlier. You all right? You good? Nigga looking like a motherfucking mannequin. We're going to get into this work, but I want y'all to pay attention to something. I am so glad that I was born in the 70s and raised in the 80s. Look at this picture right here, y'all. Is this a beautiful picture, y'all? What y'all know about this picture right here? Born in the 70s. What y'all know about this picture right here? Born in the 70s, raised in the 80s. It's a fact, that motherfucking jaw and shit. You ain't never lied. Nigga looking like he just lost bubble gum and shit. Ain't that how he be looking? Y'all know anything about this motherfucking thumbnail I used tonight right here? Do y'all know anything about this beautiful thumbnail right here? We got the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. We got He-Man. We got the Thundercats. We got Pac-Man. We got the Smurfs. We got Voltron. We got Megatron, Transformers. We got Spider-Man. We got Bart Simpson, Winnie the Pooh, Hong Kong Phooey, Josie and the Pussycats, Inspector Gadget. Come on, y'all. Y'all don't know nothing about this right here, man. This the era I'm from, Scrooge McDuck. This the era I'm from. Ain't this the era y'all from? Y'all don't see right there next to the Smurfs in the bottom on top of the 80s? You don't see Paddington the bear with the red hat? How many of y'all, let me see some dice cubes and some hearts if y'all was fucking with Paddington the bear. See, that's how bougie my mother was. A lot of motherfuckers don't even know who the fuck Paddington the bear was. Always a queen. We still love you, girl. That ain't nothing. That's just, I was 72. I don't give a fuck if you was a 50, baby girl. You got a mean bottom lip. Big dice stamp that shit. How many of y'all see Slimer standing up there by Voltron? Y'all don't see Slimer? Remember Slimer? Y'all don't see him up there at Voltron? Come on, Trick Dawson. This when we was trying to be who we are. Y'all don't know nothing about no motherfucking Inspector Gadget. Y'all don't know nothing about no Inspector Gadget. What y'all know about Inspector Gadget, man? Talk to me, man. Let me see the dice cubes if y'all fucking with me. Smash that motherfucking like button if you are now rocking with the best. If you are now rocking with the best, do me a favor. Can I get somebody in the chat to say we are now rocking with the best? Can you do that for me, y'all? Can we get somebody to say we are now rocking with the best? Do you see what my sign says? Natural is beautiful. Egypt, sit down. Natural is beautiful. All right, you think I'm a baby, goddammit. I'm Sharon McLeod, son. I was born September the 10th, 1972. I'll be 51 in a couple of weeks. I'm a grown-ass man, woman. Can you dig it? You ain't hear my Billy D. Williams voice? I'm a grown-ass man. Let me tell you something. You ain't see the episode with Billy D. Williams and Florence on the Jeffersons? When she found out that was really Billy D. Williams, when that nigga said, I'm sorry, baby, I gotta go. She said, please don't leave me. She said, hold on, Billy, please don't leave me, Billy. Remember when Ralph brought up the wallet? He said, excuse me, sir, I found your wallet in the limousine. Florence come out there looking like she's smoking crack. Louise and Ellen, they got on purple dresses with the flowers on the left side. Florence out there, you ain't no goddamn Billy D. Williams, sissy. When she looked at that man identification card, she said, let me see who this is. That should say Billy D. Williams. She said, Billy, please don't leave me. This drink's for y'all. Let's get into this work. City Bama said, we are now rocking with the best. I used to say that shit in the house of Rayford. You are now rocking with the best of the best. Line 7. I'm lying, City Bama? We got 13 in the building. We don't need 13,000. If you look at the number 13, that's a great number for us. 13 means great. 13 means what? Mystery. How do y'all feel about this overwhelming epidemic that we're going through? And it seemed like now it's in the minority neighborhoods. See, back in the days, it seems like it's taken over the minority neighborhoods. Not trying to sound funny, when it came to the Caucasian ethnicity, it was nothing for somebody to get plastic surgery, to get their lips done, their cheekbone, their buttocks, their breasts. Look at Dolly Parton, augmentations. These is what people do. This is things to enhance them. But now I'm noticing liposuction, plastic surgery, breast augmentation, ass augmentation is in our minorities. In our minorities. Always a queen talking that bullshit. We don't give a fuck about that shit. Always a queen. You know, we respect you and all that. She talking about bugs. My son is 10 years younger than you. We don't care nothing about that shit. We all see motherfucking Ray with Jamie Foxx. You see what she told Jamie Foxx? Ray, come on in here and get some of this blackberry, what? Blackberry? It's blackberry snap, goddammit. Come get some of this blackberry pudding. Ain't nothing wrong with none of that blackberry pudding, y'all. I got an aunt that buried 3 motherfucking husbands. She said, baby, I may be old, but I'm not cold. I said, why these niggas keep dying? She said, because, boy, I can look down longer than they can look up. Don't you never forget that. Hit the like button for that, ladies. She said, because I can look down longer than that nigga can ever look up. Do y'all understand what I'm saying? Hallelujah. Always a queen. She gonna fuck the shit out of somebody tonight. I don't know who it is. I love her to death. She gonna fuck somebody tonight, Ron. Somebody is getting the shit fucked out of them tonight. She said she is mixing the truffles with the gumbo. That's a goddamn gangster. She is drinking Hennessy and Red Bull. Listen to me, fellas. A woman that drink Hennessy, she'll get on you and ride you now. That motherfucker look you in your eyes sweating. Shut up, nigga. Don't you be talking. No, we ain't gonna do no talking. All that talking you was doing before this moment right here, it's time to shut up and work this moment, nigga. Shut the fuck up. That's how them cougars is. I'm talking about them motherfucking jaguars. See, a cougar is in her 40s to her 50s. 55 and better, that's a motherfucking seasoned jaguar. Always a queen said that's a negative. She's saving herself. And that's the beautiful part. I'm just joking. Always a queen. If you read her posts, she always say that she don't need nobody but God. She did one today that said she don't want nothing from nobody. Not their relationship, not their man, not a handout. She's going to wait on what God give her to be happy. That's why she going to be all right. I'm telling you, always a queen. You're going to be all right. You know I'll be fucking with you. I love your soul. But I still think you're going to fuck the shit out of somebody tonight. You just ain't going to say that shit because you here in the chat. I think it's a cool-ass gangster sitting next to you right now, and you telling that nigga, if you pick up your motherfucking phone and talk about what we gonna do tonight, nigga, you're never getting this goddamn cookie again. See, always a queen, she got that attitude like Cookie off Empire. Shout out to Taraji Henry. She got that attitude like Cookie off Empire. Cookie broke down Lucius. That nigga was a cold-blooded murderer. But when it came down to Cookie, that nigga lost his goddamn leg. He said, I need my cookie back. Didn't he say that wrong? That nigga said, I need my cookie back. She said, Lucius, I ain't fucking with you. That nigga done beat up women and beat up niggas for her. No, nigga, don't come around her no more. She like, Lucius, you can't keep doing this shit. He said, we are in this together forever, baby. On my own. Why did it have to end this way? Once again, this wasn't how it was supposed to be. I've often dreamed that we can do it all again. Come on, y'all. We ain't gonna lie to each other. We don't lie to each other in here. We family. That's a fact, always a queen. They tease us about that. I stand with you, girl. I stand with you, my sister. Ain't nothing wrong with that. That means you know who you are, and that's a beautiful fucking thing. Yo, believe it or not, Trick Dawson, I turn down more pussy than a lot of niggas turn down their collar. And I got the option to get more ass than a toilet bowl. Excuse my language to the women in the building, but tell you the truth, I need so much fucking more, y'all. I know this shit may sound like a joke. I need so much more. Like the show we gonna do tonight, I need so much more. I don't even have the energy or the strength to deal with someone that thinks that, quote unquote, they need plastic surgery or liposuction. I don't have the energy because, number one, there's a lot of energy that comes with that. There's a lot of pain that you have to deal with. I went through this with my son's mother. We wasn't even together. And after she had my son, she made a decision to go spend $5,800. That was just for the fucking two titties, on top of $3,900 for the actual procedure. Cash money. This ain't have nothing. See, back then, it didn't have nothing to do with this wasn't covered by no insurance or nothing like that. This is cash money. This is some shit you got to pull out your motherfucking pocket. You can't get no motherfucking referral for no new titties unless you had cancer. You can't get no referral for no new titties unless you unfortunately suffered from a situation like breast cancer, and then your doctor would refer you to something like that pertaining to if you was going through something. But nah, you can't get no motherfucking, you can't get one of them shits. You can't get no referral to go get your ass done. You can't go get no referral to get your titties done. That ain't cool. Oh, you into that Scooby-Doo. I don't fuck with that Scooby-Doo, Trick Dawson, but I ain't mad at you. If you into that Scooby-Doo, you into that Scooby-Dooby, where are you? I don't fuck with no Scooby-Doo. I don't fuck with no shitty walls. No. Shout out to Dick Gregory. He said, don't you be fucking no woman in her ass because that's where all the doo-doo is. That's not for that. The ass is for doo-doo, not for goo-goo. Black Soul, salute, beloved. We were supposed to do this last night, but we going to do it tonight. We got some time. I want some more women to come up in the building because I don't want us to seem biased. We got Always a Queen up in the building. I'm waiting for Clarice. I'm waiting for Official Eyes 609. And then we're waiting for some new women, some new energy, some new spirit, and some new blood to come through here and bless the platform and bless the chat. See, I don't want any more confrontation. I love everybody, but I want everybody to be heard over here. I want everybody to be respected. I want everybody's opinion to be what? Listened to, not scrutinized. There's no such thing as a bad opinion. No such thing as a bad opinion. Yo, Black Soul, I'm sipping on that real Brooklyn punch tonight, brother. This one is for you. Yo, Trick Daddy, when I was coming up, my nigga, that's why I laugh at people today. When I was coming up, you had to really take your time to get to know somebody. When I was coming up, they wasn't talking about getting investmentations. They had a baby. What's that dude named the light-skinned dude that got that song? And a little bit of mother lip. And a little girl with a sentiment like me, a stomach with a little bit of grip. Don't mother, whatever his name is. Oh, yellow, whatever the fuck his name is. And like me, a girl with a little bit of mother lip. I'm so little, whatever the fuck that song is. Ain't nothing wrong, ladies, with that extra weight that you may put on if you have them beautiful babies. Ain't nothing wrong with that weight you're gonna put on when you become older. That's life. That's not nothing to be ashamed of. Even though it's a taboo, it's sad that if you tell a woman, yo, you look thick, or are you gaining weight, some women will automatically take that as an insult because they be like, am I getting fat? Do I look fat? Yo, what's the name of that song, y'all? I like me a girl with a little bit of metal. Like a moon. What's the name of that shit, Black Soul? What's that light-skinned boy from California that he messed with the nigga Freddy Krueger out there? Man, ling on the moon and a ming on the go. I sing mon lang man a little man like me a girl with a big back butt. Bings on the moon on the middle, whatever the fuck he be talking about. But I like that song. The song is talking about how it's nothing wrong with women with cellulite. There's nothing wrong with that shit if you got no cellulite. The shimmer metal little mix and the moans and the mains ain't gonna lick no mouth. Bing little. I don't know what the fuck they be talking about though. I'm from a different era. They never go there, but you can blow there. 25 to life and greens and nowhere, out of nowhere. You're on the phone. Your mom's is tough. You can't call your mom's, dog. You know times is rough. You was just out yesterday just thinking of a better way. Funny thing, they always seem to lock down kings. And the thugs on the street just love to sing. It's all foul. Watch how honey check your style. She worthless when she worship what you purchase. They only see ice, not me, under the surface. That's the era I'm from. They only see ice, not me, under the surface. That's why pussy don't move me, y'all. Black Soul. Shh. Certain things we don't let YouTube know. We don't let them know about the connections we got because they'll be begging. They'll be begging. But you know I got you. I got you, brother. Don DeMarco. Let's get into this, y'all. Y'all know what it is.
Streets ain't never loved me. The streets ain't never loved me, yeah. The streets ain't never loved me, yeah.
Streets ain't never loved me since my brother died. My mother cried. Tears in my eyes bleed red. Ain't no love inside. Streets left me dolly. My phone, they left it holy. Dawn was in that passenger side when they tried to phone me.
Yeah, you know the streets ain't never love us.
Yeah. GD. I've been shot, I was left with a zipper on my stomach, nigga. You know these streets ain't never loved me.
I've been stabbed, I've been left with a zipper on my stomach, nigga. You know the streets ain't never loved me.
I've been locked, I got charged for some shit I didn't do, nigga. You know these streets ain't never loved me.
Caught a case, went upstate, fuck the Jakes, nigga. Yeah, you know these streets ain't never loved me.
Laying up in the hospital bed in ICU. Hit that button like every 3 hours to get those blues, yeah. Laying in the test of pain, I know shit won't be the same. Sip of my stomach, shit don't stop a thing, I'm still a man, yeah. But who gon' be there when you doing time? Can't get no money, so they dropping down, these niggas bitter. And I hope they get the picture. I'm only getting bigger. The top cat out my litter, Tell you they love you, but they hate you on the low. They hold you back, how they expect for you to grow. I got locked up, ain't said me nothing, but I'm your nigga. My body numb, I got no feelings for you niggas. I'm from what niggas will shoot you right here in these hallways. If you got trust in that, loyalty goes a long way. These size 11s, these pussies can't walk a mile in. They hit my cousin with life and he's still smiling. I been shot, I was left with a zipper on my stomach, nigga. You know these streets ain't never loved me.
I've been stabbed, I've been left with a zipper on my stomach, nigga. You know the streets ain't never loved me.
I've been locked, I got charged for some shit I didn't do, nigga. You know these streets ain't never loved me.
Caught a case, went upstate, fuck the Jakes, nigga. Yeah, you know these streets ain't never loved me. Streets ain't never loved me since my brother died. My mother cried, tears in my eyes bleed red. Ain't no love inside. Streets left me dolly, my foreign they left it holy. Dawn was in that passenger seat when they tried to fold me. Remind me of my gun, that was real shit, this real spit. Rocks I was selling was smacking them, call it Will Smith. I ain't never told and never folded under pressure. Yeah, the Neek was in that ambulance with me, he was on that stretcher. Niggas tried to take my life, I couldn't tell you who. Many men might not make it, I'm here to tell the truth. Me and Job, that's my brother, you know we moving tax. Brown boys fuck with the family and I'ma get them that. This my testimony, solid, all the rest is phony. Merrick niggas come at the fam and send your best opponent. I was stabbed, I was left with a zipper on my stomach, nigga. I know the streets ain't never loved me. He was shot, he was left with a zipper on his stomach, nigga. You know the streets ain't never loved us. Gang, Merrick shit, Tower music, nigga. Go.
Facts. Facts. Let's have me a little piece of chicken. I ain't gonna front. Y'all know I'm hungry. Y'all know I'm greedy. Let's get into this work. Let me ask y'all something. How y'all feel about plastic surgery? How y'all feel about liposuction? How y'all feel about breast augmentation? How do y'all feel about breast implants? How do y'all feel about all this? Is this signs of insecurities? Or is this just the right of somebody that feels as though they can do whatever they want to enhance their body, even if it's cheating, even if it's not working out? Back in the days, if they had a test and we had the answers in front of us on the day of the test, they told us that we would get expelled, kicked out of the class, or our test would not be what? Accepted because we're caught cheating. So if I got some extra weight in my stomach, or I got some extra weight in my thigh, or if a woman has some extra weight in her stomach or in her thigh, and she feels as though that weight should not be in her stomach and her thigh, and she feels as though that her buttocks is not the way it should be, and she feels as though that weight should be injected in there, is that her right? Let's talk logically. Let's not be biased. Is that her right? Is that a sign of insecurity? Is that a sign of insanity? Zeus, come on, Zeus. Have a seat, old man. Is that a sign of insecurity? Is that a sign of insanity? Let me hold my dog, y'all. Come on, Zeus. Oh. Is that a sign of insecurity, y'all? See what my man Black Soul said, ain't nothing wrong with them tiger strokes. Ain't nothing wrong with a little bit of dribble and a little dip and a slip and a come back through with a weight in the middle and a look right to a mip. I've seen some women that had ass augmentations. I've seen some women that had ass augmentations, and they look like they walking around with a tooth. I done been in the beach. I did security in Myrtle Beach. I done seen women that had ass augmentations, and it seemed like they're walking around looking like a tooth. Like a tooth. Like literally a tooth out of your mouth. Because number one, just my opinion, no such thing as a bad opinion. When you take all this weight from your stomach or your cheek or your thighs and you put it in your buttocks, it's not being leveled out throughout your whole leg. So if you have a big buttock and skinny legs, you look like a flamingo. Just my opinion. Anybody here agree with me like that? It's just my opinion. Talk to me about something. Let's not be biased. My opinion is not the best opinion. My opinion is my opinion. How do y'all feel about a woman into liposuction? She will not go to the motherfucking gym. She will not change her dietary diet, but she will go pay for a surgery to have fat sucked out of her. For what? Imagine the pain that she has to go through. Imagine the scars that's left behind. See, number one, who knows? If you can have this type of surgery and it's no scars left behind to bring back the trauma and the pain that you went through, who knows? A lot more people would deal with it. But a lot of people that deal with liposuction and plastic surgery, they are scarred for the rest of their life. See, this is the part I don't understand about certain things. That's why I'm saying, is this the right of somebody? Or is this because of something that was done to somebody? Or is this because of an insecurity of somebody? Or is this because of mental health? Because the whole object of people having breast augmentation, ass augmentation, cheekbone augmentation, lip augmentation is for enhancement of their appearance. But what about the scars that come with enhancement for the appearance? Just like when I told my son's mother when she got a breast augmentation, the scars that were under her breast, what about the scars that are left behind? What about the scars that are left behind that are constant reminders to yourself and your partner that this is fake? Is this natural? Is this normal behavior? See, I'm from the era back in the days when a person got too big or they felt as though they wanted to lose some weight. They went and got some plastic bag suits. Remember that shit, Ron? When the Jerry curls came out, they went and got the silver plastic bag suits and they did a bunch of walking in the hood, or they walked around that track. Remember that, y'all, back in the days? Because they was using that plastic bag to burn that fat off, but they were exercising. They were getting up every day on a schedule, disciplined themselves to do what? To work out. Even if they wasn't keeping the dietary plan part of it in order, they were working out. They weren't cheating. Nowadays, all you got to need is 10, 20,000, and you can take some motherfucking fat off yourself and throw it in the goddamn garbage. Remember that Always a Queen? That's when that Jerry curl was out. But see, we can't be biased. I just want to know, I want to talk about this because I noticed, like I said, when it came to movie stars back in the days of another ethnicity, they always did certain surgeries and went through certain procedures to make them look younger. You know why? Because they don't want to look old. They don't want to be outshined. They don't want the new people to come up and take their positions and take their jobs and take their roles in Hollywood for the new television shows, for the new movies, for the new commercials. They don't want that. They don't want that. So what they will do, they will take their money and go to a specialist that is in the what? Physical enhancement pertaining to cosmetic surgery. But look at the risk of so many things. Look what Kanye West said. This drink's for everybody in here, y'all. Look what Kanye West said. Kanye West's mother, may she rest in peace. Kanye West's mother went to more than 3 plastic surgeons pertaining to breast augmentation. And they told her because of her age, because of her medical history, because of complications pertaining to her health, that it would not be advised for her to go take this surgery. But in her mind, her son is Kanye West. Fuck that. Money talks and bullshit walks. What her son do? Did she convince him to search for other cosmetic surgeons? Or did she look for cosmetic surgeons? Was it his persistence? Ma, check this out. You want your breast done? I'm going to find somebody. I'm LeBron James. Or did he say to her, yo, ma, check this out. If you can find somebody out the country to do it, I'll pay for it. It's still the same thing. You're still not encouraging your mother to embrace her age, her natural body, and most importantly, you're not discussing with your mother the complications of this surgery that may take her life. And rest in peace. Look what happened. Kanye West, they said he went crazy. He went and started ranting and ripping and talking about how Hollywood was rigged and this and that and this and that. And then in the midst of that writ, he said, yo, I even fucked up and sold my soul. I sacrificed my mother. People was like, what you talking about? He said, I sacrificed my mother. My mother couldn't even talk to me about no goofy shit like that, respectfully. If my moms came to me and said, I don't give a fuck how much money I got. If my moms came to me and said, baby, I want some money to get my breast done, I'd be like, yo, if you don't stop fucking playing with me, you better take this money and get your goddamn hair done. You better take this money and take your damn grandson shopping. You better take this money and go to Atlantic City and gamble with your husband. You better take this money and take grandma with you shopping and go get some crochet and some knits. You better take Pop out to get something to eat. You better not never talk to me about no breast augmentation. That's not a conversation that should be comfortable talking about. My mother shouldn't be talking to me about enhancing her breast. That's just my opinion. Certain conversations are not supposed to be held with the mother and a child. I'm not supposed to be talking to my daughter about getting a dick enlargement. Yo, baby, check this out. You know what daddy was thinking about? His penis is a little small, so I got this procedure and shit. They told me if I had like 8 or 9,000, I could put 2 to 3 inches on my penis. These are inappropriate and unacceptable conversations between parent and child. My opinion. No such thing as a bad opinion, just my opinion, but I will speak my truth. She said, do you have an idea of how many women died from those kind of surgeries? I could imagine, always the queen. The reason why I know this is because so many women, I'm not going to talk about men because this is women. So many women are leaving America and going to the Dominican Republic because, they said a breast augmentation job in Dominican Republic, you can get that shit for about $7.12 because of the value of the monetary singular dollar. Like one of our dollar bills is like about 312 at $8 bills. So you go over there with $3, you can get you $7, $10, you can get your ass done. But I bet you don't go up there and think about, quote unquote, the extremities and the dangers of that. They always give you the list that you should read to tell you what? The complications. Why do you think when you have surgery, they always make you sign on a dotted line before you have surgery? Because if something goes wrong pertaining to the way that they were supposed to handle that procedure, your family has a lawsuit. But then they're trying to cover their ass because, yes, if something goes wrong to their negligence, you have a lawsuit. But if something don't go wrong due to their negligence, You don't get a dime. Let's talk about some of these pictures I got. These are before and after pictures. Breast augmentation is not this description right there. This is what they call a tummy tuck. This is what they call a tummy tuck. First of all, if you could tell in the first picture, exhibit to the left with the gold bra, that's like that song that nigga was saying, ain't nothing really wrong with a little bit of belly. Ain't nothing wrong with a little bit of belly. I'll take it out, damn, I'll take it out. Take it a little bit, look at belly. See, first of all, once you're in love with somebody and you're dealing with somebody, isn't it supposed to be past the, isn't the all supposed to be pertaining to the heart? It's not supposed to be pertaining to the lust. If you look at the second picture, you can see the tummy tuck, but you still see, to me, it seems like more scars than you see in the first picture. Now check this out. Brazilian butt lift. Said y'all want content, right? Brazilian butt lift. What would make a woman so insecure about herself that she would go from the first picture and pay money and go through pain just to look like the second picture? Who is she doing that for? She can't see her ass. Her ass is not turning her on, is it? So obviously they are doing this for what? The attraction of someone looking from the outside in. I've heard women say this all the time. My butt don't look right in these jeans. You are alive. What do you mean your butt don't look right in the jeans? Isn't it another day alive, another day free? You are alive. What are you talking about? Your butt don't look right in the jeans. Trick Daddy said they do it for other women, not men. That's 100. Pay attention. Ron said you can tell by the panties. Look now. That's a fact. First pants, first shot. That's an Andy's double soggy double cheeseburger. The second shot, that's some avocado from Coogee Fritos. Heard that, Ron? They're not even happy that you see what that say going across the bottom of the screen? Another day alive, another day free. Why would I wake up trying to be somebody other than me? They're trying to be someone else. They're not, this has nothing to do with themselves. I don't care if they didn't have no children. I don't care if they're making six figures. I don't care if they're a billionaire. Once they go to the hospital and say, I want to spend for my body to look different than it is the way of God formulated it, I see mental illness. Am I wrong? Do you agree? Somebody talk to me in the chat. How you feel about that, Always a Queen? Is something wrong with that? Look at this picture right here, y'all. Angela Bassett. Shamak 710, I see you in the building. Salute, beloved. If it's your first time, I'm saying you do me a favor. Hit that subscribe, hit that bell notification, and come on back and spend some time. This is where the grown folks congregate. You dig it? We can do this content all day. Y'all remember I was doing 3 shows a day. We can do this content all day. This is what my mind is much, much more elevated than they give me credit for. Look at Angela Bassett. She seemed like in the first picture, her smile and her face was more happy than in the second picture. See, in the first picture, she like, God damn it, bitch, I'm getting old, but I'm going to get me somebody to love me. In that second picture, she looking like, my motherfucking chin is hurting because I just got surgery, but fuck that. I like the way my hair hanging. He said, very wrong with that, wanting to change that body that God himself blessed you with. That's the man downstairs with the deception, thinking we need surgeries, along with social media influence. You already said along with social media influence. But let me ask you something, y'all. Trick Dawson said they're doing it for other women. Always the Queen said insecurities. But are they doing it to attract and deceive men? Because this is a deception. It's like a scene from Always, I'm Gonna Get You Sucker. When he met her in the bar, she looked totally different than how she looked when she got out of all that shit in his house. She took off her hair, her leg, her chest, her breasts, her eyelids, her lips. Look at Serena. She looks more manly and masculine in the second picture than she does in the first picture. Pay attention. Why are our people so ashamed of our beauty? Let me tell y'all something. You wouldn't believe this, but can anybody tell me who was the first pop artist that had plastic surgery and drove the world insane? And they said he was crazy. It was a man. They said he crazy. They said it had to be because of the way he was raised, because of the way he was sheltered, because of the way he was alienated, the way he was not let to have a natural life. This man right here, this is the same person. That's Michael Jackson, y'all. Shamak in 710, you're 100% right. Trick, you said it right. Ron Boogs, you said it right. That's the same person right there. That's the great Michael Jackson. I want to rock with you, baby. This man was getting money, millions, since a child when they had the Jackson 5 performing all over the world, when they had the Jackson's 5 cartoon. Do y'all remember the Jackson 5 cartoon? Come on, y'all. Y'all don't remember that Jackson 5 cartoon? He was a millionaire from a child. He could have did anything he wanted to. This wasn't about popularity. This wasn't about companionship. He could have bought companionship. Michael Jackson has a song that was #1 on the charts that was called Ben, B-E-N. That was called Ben. In the song, he described Ben as the only person that listened to him, the only person that understood his pain, the only person that was there when he needed him with. And after a biography later on in his life, when he got older, he said that Ben was his pet mouse. He said Ben was his pet mouse. How alone could you be that your mouse is your best friend? What's happening nowadays in our neighborhoods, in our communities, in our minority communities, that's making our women go to plastic surgery, that's making our women go under that table of that knife for a somewhat better enhancement? What is going on? Is it our fault, fellas? Facts, Ron. Is it our fault, fellas? Is it society's fault? Because of the way the Europeans have their own, let's say, physique. Remember back in the days, they had certain designers like Calvin Klein, Jordache. Calvin Klein, Jordache. Them jeans looked all right on certain sisters, but you know, certain sisters, they had to get bigger sizes when it came to Calvin Klein, Jordache, Gloria Vanderbilt, because these were designers that mainly designed for European cut, not trying to sound funny respectfully, for white women. These jeans were not designed for the curves and the silhouette of our black sisters. Jordache, Gloria Vanderbilt, Calvin Klein, Versace, Louis Vuitton. Do you know the original Louis Vuitton was not designed for urban wear? Now they have Pharrell. Check this out. If you didn't know, pay attention. Pharrell, the rapper Pharrell, is now the executive director, designer for Louis Vuitton. Check out the style of Louis Vuitton that's coming out now. More baggy, more urban, more graffiti, more stylish, more insignias, more colors, things that we're used to wearing in the hood, things that we gravitated to in the hood. Ralph Lauren with the color blends, Tommy Hilfiger with the color blends. See, these are all fades and fads that took over the community. Look at cross colors. Is this the reasons why our sisters, quote unquote, want to emulate Caucasian culture? Why are women so infatuated with hair weave? Why are women so infatuated with blonde and blue eyes? Why are our women so infatuated with enhancing and bleaching their skin for acceptance? Is it society that did this to them, or is this us, fellas? Ron Bullock said, Izard, that's a fact. Why are so many of our young women now so fixated? I mean, our young women, our young Hispanic women. Why is the Hispanic community and the African American community overwhelmingly resorting to plastic surgery for acceptance or validation or to feel beautiful? What are we doing wrong as a whole, as society, community, and as men? What are we doing that's making our women forget about how beautiful they are? What have we done that made our women think that weave was designed for their beautiful heads? What have we done? I heard one of my aunts say a lot of women today have got lazy to the fact that they don't want to do their hair every day. So they conform to braids or weave. What's going on? Why is it so crazy now? Our women, some women with larger breasts are now going through procedures such as breast reduction. I've never heard of no damn breast reduction. Back in the days when we was coming up, oh, she got big titties or she got big breasts or damn. What is happening now that our sisters are saying they want breast reduction surgeries? Is it us that's making them feel so insecure about what God has created through them? He said, yo, Dice, a chick I know said to me, I got my ass done. She said these young girls not gonna have nothing on her. Yeah, a lot of people, they so caught up in their second childhood because they didn't get a chance to enjoy their childhood. They didn't get a chance. A lot of women did not have the natural effect of men being attracted to them as they grew. See, some women, they became attracted to some men in college. Some women became attracted to men when they got out of high school. But some women were attracted to men from kindergarten. Some guys had crushes on women, beautiful little boys who had crushes on beautiful little girls since kindergarten. From kindergarten to junior high school, to the pretty junior high school girls, to the pretty high school girls. Some men and women grew up naturally going through this form of life and some didn't. I was told, I got cousins in the South that said because of their breasts, they have back pains, but they said they ain't doing it. What are we doing wrong, y'all? Have we let ourselves down that much where we don't even care enough to do the due diligence to obtain the knowledge to at least try to correct our women? Our women have become so combative with us because they're disgusted. We've got our women thinking that their only worth and the only time that they're supposed to be around is when we're giving them money or we're having sex with them. We're fucking up the whole mechanism of a relationship. We have women that are groomed thinking that the only time they are of validation or importance are when they're laying on their back or when a man is giving them some money. That's their importance. They feel as though, well, he's paying to be with me. Yes, he's paying to be with you, but those are signs and characteristics and actions of a prostitute in a John relationship. Those aren't the interactions of a couple in love. Always the Queen said, men run to women with bigger butts. I was around a lot of Jamaicans. Jamaican men, they're not really, you could have a nice butt, but they don't care about. But if that poom poom fat to bombo clad, see, that's how I was raised. If the thing them fat, a nice butt is cool. But if you have a fat poom poom, if you have a cow foot, if you have a horseshoe, if you have a camel toe, that drives some men wild, you know. Am I lying, fellas? Ron said these women are not going to listen. They think we're telling them wrong. So we got to keep telling them. Matter of fact, we got to stop telling them. We have to start explaining to them. See, when you're telling somebody something, they don't really hear you. Dusty Trent, I see you in the building. See, if a man is being told something by somebody, he's not hearing it. If a woman is being told something by somebody, she's not hearing it. It's time for adults for us to start explaining to each other certain things. See, I'd rather you explain something to me than tell me anything. Explain to me what you need me to know. Don't tell me anything. Because if you tell me something, I'm going to tell you to suck a cow. Always a Queen said, I am not changing me for anyone. Accept me as I am. She on her Jennifer Holiday shit. And I'm telling you, I'm not going. You're the best man I've ever known. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Way I'm living without you. Always the Queen ain't letting you go nowhere but to the living room. Fuck that shit. She ain't got no time for that shit. That's a gangster. Y'all do know she said earlier she was drinking Hennessy and Red Bull. But what's really the problem, seriously, y'all? And how did plastic surgery and liposuction come such an overwhelming reality in our neighborhoods? How did our women know they was coming outside with gray sweatpants on, a t-shirt, a pair of Timberlands, and a Yankee hat without their hair being done? How did our women go from knowing they were beautiful then to now thinking they got to come outside with eyelashes looking like fish, hair weave, over-extenuating clothing? These are not things that's going to keep a man. These are things that's going to intrigue a man. These are things that's going to make a man savage side come out. These are not going to make men say, I love you, or I want to be with you the rest of my life. These are things that make men say, I want to fuck you. Women, y'all have to understand. Just my opinion, no such thing as a bad opinion. It's just like, how would you look at a man, like I said, that had a penis augmentation? If a guy you met, women, ladies, always a Queen, you met a dude, you're on the phone with him, you chilling, and then, y'all getting to know each other, and then all of a sudden we just come up one day and say, yo, I had a penis augmentation. How would you really, really feel about him? How would you really look at him in character? How would you feel about dating someone like that? You got a penis augmentation. What the fuck is wrong with you? Or would you be like, oh, that's okay? More for me. I'm glad you got a penis augmentation. Would that make you feel comfortable to date with him? Would you think he was crazy? Always a Queen. Y'all see what it said. She said, I'd rather be natural. Just like I didn't even know I was watching this show called Love During Lockup. Comes on Friday night. One of the funniest shows in the goddamn world. There was a guy that was arrested and he got a lawsuit from a couple of the COs because they assaulted him. So he had a lawyer and he had his girlfriend in touch with the lawyer. So when she needed certain money, he would call a lawyer. He would have a check drawn up and give it to her. This girl spends $12,000 on getting her vagina tightened. This nigga come home, she got a co-op, a BMW, and she dead broke. He said, yo, where that money went? She said, well, you know I had that surgery. He said, what type of surgery? She said, I got my vagina tightened. How much penis did she receive in her life? How much penis did she receive in her life that she felt as though she had to get her vagina tightened? See, once a woman tell me, guess what I did? What did you do? I got my vagina tightened. I'm going to say, you know that's where you fucked up at, right? Don't no man want to know you got your vagina tightened. That's going to fuck up his life. You got your vagina tightened. Why did you have, see, these are the questions that's going to run through a man's mind. Why did you have to get your vagina tightened? You didn't have to get a breast augmentation. You didn't have to get an ass job. You didn't have to get your cheekbones done. You didn't have to get your lips done, but you had to get your vagina tight. What happened around the vagina area that you felt as though this had to be tightened? Like, see, when you see the word tighten, I think about a mechanic tightening an engine, or a mechanic tightening a lug wrench in a tire, or a light bulb tightening into a screw. Why does something have to be tightened on your vagina? What has been going on with your vagina? Seriously. Out of all the surgeries you can get in your world, your vagina has to get tightened. That's something that I'm going to ask you every day after I leave you. I'm just going to call you some days and go, can I ask you a question? You're going to go, what's happening? Can you tell me again why you got your vagina tightened? Respectfully to all the women, I need to know, why is that a surgery that had to be done? See, people get appendix. Women get vasectomies. Women get breast augmentation. They get ass. But to get the vagina tightened is a question that I would ask. And I'm just being respectable because I'm on a podcast. But if we was in the street, I'd be like, why? I would not leave. I would not get off the phone until you tell me. Because, you know, when you ask somebody, yo, why would you get your vagina tightened? They're going to be like, I don't feel like talking to you. I'm getting off the phone. But I feel like talking to you. See, this is the question. This is the thing. I feel like talking to you. Why is your vagina tightened? Am I wrong? Ron says she been ran through like the train station. Nah, they ain't got nothing to do with no rose. A rose is a clit stimulator. A rose is not a pussy wider. Excuse me, a vagina wider. A vagina widener. That sounds like some shit at a sex store. Oh, that's a vagina widener. Like a shoehorn. Oh, where are the vagina wideners at? Can you tell me where the vagina wideners are, sir? 17A? Oh, 17A is where the vagina widener. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Always the queen, you know she crazy. She said Harriet Tubman took the slaves to there. Like, for real, could you see yourself walking in there saying, yo, can you do me a favor and tell me where the vagina wideners are? Trick Daddy, I ain't fucking with you, Trick Daddy, because you look like you got some shit up your sleeve. I am not Googling no damn Sendal, Manjana, whatever the fuck that shit is called. That's some wild shit. If y'all want to Google that shit, y'all go Google that shit. I'm not fucking with Trick Dawson. Hell no. Trick Dawson talking some freaky shit. If y'all want to do it, y'all can go ahead and Google it. Shit, I got to have me a break on that one.
You can't play both sides, you niggas gotta choose. Niggas out here being tough until they make the news. Mama said her son ain't hurt nobody. The street said her son was catching plenty bodies. If you accept these charges, then please hold. In every hood, it was a nigga that was tough, and he still told. Like, what I gotta do to make you niggas rhyme? Like, I'm ready to kill when it come to minds. I'm cautious. I'm dealing with more sticks than a porcupine. Quill spines, whatever you wanna call them. Yeah, plus my little mama, she a trap queen. Doggy when she mixed with that Fetty, give him a wop lean. It was a whole lot of cars when there was stimmies round. We going over a year and half you niggas down. All these expensive clothes, like was that smart? Now they uploading their clothes on the Poshmark. Swiss baby, careful with this. I mean this bitch sharp. One across, one down the middle, look like a chrome heart. Damn, I'm always outside. I'm like high from who? Bound to put your car on skates. You think you sliding through? I help build my niggas. This ain't Legos. Protect the fan by any means. I be Diego. Yeah, tiger to you niggas. I'm an animal. It's a jungle where I'm from. What y'all wanna do? You can't play both sides. You niggas gotta choose. Niggas out here being tough until they make the news. Mama said her son ain't hurt nobody. The street said her son was catching plenty bodies. If you accept these charges, then please hold. In every hood, it was a nigga that was tough, and he still told.
That's life. In every hood, there was a nigga that was tough, but he still told. Always the queen said, I ain't fucking with y'all niggas, never mind. Always the queen said, I am not fucking with y'all niggas, never mind. Tell me how we looking on them like buttons, y'all. 19 in the building and 18 likes. I appreciate y'all. 19 in the building, 18 likes. I need one more. I need one more. We in there like swimwear. Can you dig it? I'm still on my content, y'all. I don't know about nobody else. Oh, yeah, Artist Morrison. He failed. I'm from Utica Avenue, brother, born and raised, Brooklyn, New York. You heard me? Crown Heights, home of the most vicious fist fights. You dig it? Everything I am and I ever going to aspire to be, I owe to my mother, Sharon McLeod. You heard me? Everything I am, everything I'm ever going to aspire to be. You heard me? I owe to this beautiful woman right here. It's the first time you pulling up, so I'm going to let you know who gave me life. That's the beautiful one right there, Sharon McLeod. Make sure you hit that like button, hit your subscribe button. Hit that subscribe button. This is where the grown folks hang out. I stay from that tricky shit. I don't be fucking with that other shit. Don't get it twisted. I just erased about 18 vicious motherfucking rebuttals and comebacks, but nah, that ain't my vibe. That ain't my diddy bop. I don't want that to be my legacy on YouTube. I thought about something somebody said. Fuck what somebody say about you on YouTube. What you spew out your mouth on YouTube is the legacy that you create and the legacy that you leave. So I feel as though, just me, I'm not better than nobody. I'm ignorant. I can flip the fuck out. I can be vulgar, disrespectful, and all that. I am the epitome of a street nigga. But let me explain something to you. I'm also an adult. And for the family members and friends that watch my show, and for the people that'll watch me in the future, who knows how long YouTube gonna be transmitting. I just want my shit to be known and respected in a different category of sense. I don't want to be known as that group or that group. I am not the dirty section. So I keep telling y'all, get me the fuck out of that shit. Big Dice ain't no dirty section. I'm too fly for that shit. I'm too fly about that shit. Dirty. Should I brush my teeth before I go to sleep? And brush my teeth up in the morning. I don't even want the bacteria in my mouth for the few hours that I rested my eyes to overwhelm my motherfucking character or my breath. Can you dig it? What's in your plate? Facts, FTC. Straight content. That's all I'm giving them. I don't got time for nothing else. That shit is buffoonery. That shit is asinine nincompoop activity. Asinine nincompoop activity. And I am not a caveman. That's a fact, Knight. Got a long, like you said, long handle spoon, these niggas. Shout out to Chase Milano. Shout out to Behind the Bar. Shout out to Cosmology Base. Shout out to Mikey B. Shout out to Bad Vibes. Shout out to the Real Big Fruit Podcast. Shout out to St. Laz. Shout out to China Brim. Now, I don't fuck with Harlem Legend, but shout out to China Brim. Shout out to Ziggy Black, the Elder. Shout out to Jamal Saladin. Shout out to Great Grandson. We rebuilding we. Shout out to, I said Cosmology Bay. Shout out to Cosmology Bay if I didn't say shout out to Cosmology Bay. Don't blame it on my heart. Blame it on the reefer. Y'all already know Chase Millie run the city. Shout out to Tube Chronicles. He's still in the cut, y'all. His channel is still growing, y'all. He just in the cut. He good. He paying attention. Oh, see, I wasn't here in 2020. That's why that's another beautiful thing. I wasn't here in 2020. That's why I exclude this. I've only been on YouTube 8 months. Respectfully, I am not one of them niggas that been up here 100 years. Nothing. Shout out to all the niggas that been up here 100 years, but all these niggas that been up here 100 years and they ain't even monetized yet. This is something that Allah is telling you. You are not interesting and you are not protected and blessed. You don't have the power of attraction. You don't have the power of education. You don't have the power of education. You don't have the power of confidence. You don't have the power of support. You don't have the power of power. And you do not have the power of people believing in you. Yo, Ron Bogues, we got more and more new people pulling up and supporting us with beautiful intentions and beautiful support. More and more every fucking day. I picked up 100 subscribers in like 11 days. I'm still not talking about nobody but us, God, and things that we need to correct in this world that I think are important topics that be leaving me mind boggled. And I know I'm not the only person in this world that thinks of things that I be talking about, because I can tell by the response and the input that I'm getting from all of y'all, thank y'all, that these are topics that need to be discussed. Look at Zeus, y'all. Come on, man. I got you. These is facts. These is facts. Zeus, sit your crazy ass down. Shemak 710 said, we need to enlighten people and lead those out of darkness into light. See, that word he said, light. Do you know if you're in a dark space, any glimpse of light seems like the best light, but it's not the best light. It's just a glimpse of light. If you're surrounded by darkness and gloom, if you see the slightest light, you think no, that ain't light. That's a glimpse of a reflection of light. You got to really get to that light, y'all. My father was a Navy SEAL. I've been informed on Navy activity. If you're just pulling up, go check my catalog. I did a show called Are Aliens Real? Do UFOs Really Exist? Like the second month when I was on YouTube. Oh, I got some classics, y'all. If y'all go back to the beginning, the first show, I got some classics up here, y'all. I got some motherfucking classics up here, y'all. I got some real respectable quotables up here, y'all. Craigo, what up, boy? Craigo in the building, y'all. I'm staying on the content. I'm reconditioning my mind, even though my mind been reconditioned. This is just another glitch that I had to etch out of my motherfucking mind. I'm staying on my content. I'm staying on my positivity. I'm putting my time, my extra time, and my extra strength into praying to Allah. I'm begging for my wrongs to be corrected through my actions and my displays of humbleness every day. Not on YouTube, in the world. My acts of humbleness I display every day. See, this is why I thank YouTube for letting me tell the devil, you don't control me no more. See, it was things that would have never been said to me. It's things that have never been done to me in the fucking street. I don't give a fuck what a nigga think. But on YouTube, it has been. I have sat up some nights, my gun in my hand with tears in my motherfucking eyes. But it was all tears of joy. Because the devil has a way of overpowering you. The devil will make you grab your gun and throw one in the head and go, who these people think they are? You know I go kill everybody in this nigga's house? But see, that's the devil. See, when God touch you and go, hold up. Don't worry about it. I got you. Put that gun down. The reason why you really have that gun is to protect yourself in case somebody is trying to harm you, not to go inflict pain on somebody because of emotion that is running through your body right now because you're upset. Let me hold this down for you. Let me protect you, my son. See, that protection right there is so much more soothing and so much more rewarding because it's your law. You left your what? Your faith into your protector, the Most High. I didn't have that ability when I was younger. I didn't have that belief. I didn't have that faith. I didn't have that discipline, but now I do, inshallah. Beautiful feeling. I didn't have that strength over lust. I didn't have that strength over temptation. Now I do. Beautiful feeling. When you know your worth, you start looking at shit differently. When you know your worth, you start looking at shit differently. That's anybody in life. Black, white, tall, short, fat, skinny, long. Once you overstand, not understand, overstand. See, when you understand, you can see somebody drive past you driving a car. When you overstand, you know how to get in the car, turn on the ignition, put the car in reverse, put it in drive, just the amount of strength to put on the acceleration, when to hit the brake, when to turn left, when to turn right, when to blow your horn, when to put your signal on. See, that's when you overstand. You understand by observing, you overstand by demonstrating. That's why people are trained. It's just like a job. When you go to a job, you have to be trained. You have to be trained. Someone else that knows this job has to physically show you how to do this job and has to sit there and watch you and make sure that you understand the totality about this job and the position before they can leave and pay you the amount of money that you're supposed to be paid for this particular job. It's the same thing like when you go get the driver's license. Same thing when you go to a driving instructor. When they come pick you up and sit you in a car and try to teach you how to drive, you have to be trained. You have to be trained how to maneuver in the street when you're operating a dangerous vehicle. It's the same thing. The difference between me and a lot of people on this internet, if it's evil, you're not going to see me there. They got a couple of people out there with the fake big dice and Ghost of Utica Avenue. That's not me. If you don't see this right here, let me show you something. If you don't see this, if you don't see that symbol right there, like I just put in the chat when I said big dice, if you don't see this symbol right here, it ain't me. And just because you see the symbol there, it could be someone that took a picture of that picture and enlarged it. But you can tell by how I talk. You can tell by Diddy Bop. Certain things I'm not going to say. Certain things I'm not going to partake in. So if you see my name in a chat where you hear somebody getting slandered, it's not me. You may see me laugh at a joke, but you're not going to see me participate and enrage anyone that might be watching a chat and see my name with something disrespectful or vulgar being said about them, especially not a lie. That shit is not cool. That shit is not cool. Shemakin 710, I appreciate you for that, brother. Spread the word. Tell a friend and tell a friend. This is the only way the real can win. We got a bunch of realness out here. If I touch one more, if I touch one every day, that one has one that they are cool with, that they are air-like with, and that one has one that they're cool with, they have air-like with. That's three. That's knowledge, wisdom, understanding. That's three entities of the same existence that will spread because of God. God said, when you bring up three, I am there when you say my name. If you bring three or more in the same presence, speaking my name, I am there. He didn't say one, just me talking about God. Because if I love God, I love God. He didn't say two, meaning the woman. Not the woman loving God and I don't love God. God, myself, knowledge. With the knowledge that I've obtained and I'm doing the due diligence with, I know who my protector and my God is. A woman, number two, wisdom. If she do her diligence and obtain her knowledge, she know who her God is. But the beautiful part about it is when I know who I am and she know who she is and we know who each other are, then we get to what? Communicate with each other mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally. And we get to produce, number three, children, which is an understanding of everything that we have obtained and we now share between each other. This is real shit I'm telling y'all. I don't give a fuck about this shit they be talking about on YouTube, just like they don't give a fuck about the shit I be talking about on YouTube, because what I'm talking about does not interest the devil. What I'm talking about interests God. What I'm talking about makes God smile and put his cloth and protection around me. See, people fail to realize the devil is also a God. The devil and God was best friends. I've said it repeatedly many times on my show. The God loved the devil so much, he implemented that whole design of deception for the world just to see who would be true. He gave the devil an instrument of a music box inside of him. So every time he walked, beautiful music played. This is what God did. He knew what the devil was going to do. He knew that the devil was going to use that instrument that he gave him to influence other angels in heaven. God is the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and end. He wrote it all. He knew what the devil was going to do. Hey, Sonny. But he didn't know what all of his angels was going to do. See, he knew that they would be intrigued and they would be interested because the devil and God was best, like that was his most favorite angel. Out of all the angels in heaven and paradise, he made sure he had an instrument of music. Just to let you know he was coming and going, God wanted you to remember the devil. But see, he tricked you. He tested you. He wanted to see if you was going to admire, love, follow, cherish, and walk in the faith of the devil over him. See, God tells you, and I say this to y'all, I am a jealous God. I don't like seeing my people in bullshit conversations and bullshit chats. To me, that's like seeing my people in beef in the street. That's like seeing my people in confusion in the street. When I see certain people in certain chats, it hurts me. Not because you're supposed to be walking righteous, because you're supposed to be walking righteous. Do that make sense? Since when it's cool to be evil? Why everybody want to be evil? I don't want to be evil. I don't want to be angry. I don't want to be disgusted. I don't want to be frustrated. I don't want to feel scared. I don't want to feel alone. I don't want to feel ignored. I don't want to feel unappreciated. I don't want to feel neglected. I don't want to feel misused. I don't want to feel unnoticed. Is anybody else in here feeling what I feel? Can I get some dice cubes if I'm making any sense? It's all right if you tell the truth over here, y'all. You won't be ridiculed. This is not them platforms or them places. We real over here. We cry over here. We argue over here. We fight over here. We make up over here. We praise God together over here. We resolve problems over here. We communicate with each other over here. We allow each other to talk over here. We listen to each other over here. Now, after 8 months that I have your attention, remember just 6 months ago at 2 months in February, how y'all looked at me? Now that I have your attention, now it's time to really rock with me. Let's see who's going to stop unsubscribing. Let's see who's going to start unsubscribing from the devil. Y'all subscribe to the devil. A lot of y'all up here are subscribed to the devil. A lot of y'all out here are sending cash apps and money to the devil. Can't y'all see it? Have you ever went and looked back at some of them most horrific and disrespectful shows and did what I did? Closed your eyes, put a peek. You know what? Go back to some of them shows with some of the, I'm not even giving credit, some of the disrespectful shows, and put a blanket over your television where you can't see. Just listen and imagine them talking about your mother. Imagine them talking about your father. Imagine them talking about your son. Imagine them talking about your daughter. Imagine them talking about your husband. Imagine them talking about your wife. Imagine them talking about your deceased family member that you can no longer physically talk to. Is it funny then? Is it worth the clicks and the views or the response then? I got 1,220 subscribers. I got 1,220 people that prove to me, number one, God is real. 1,220 people on YouTube that prove to me how good and God real. Boy, let me tell you something about God. God is good. See, it's a lot of people that's coming up on YouTube because they feel as though the minute they come on YouTube, they feel as though this is what the devil is telling them. You have the personality of the Hassan Campbells. You have the personality of the China Brims. You have the personalities of the Queen's Flips. You have the personalities of the Joe Buttons. You have the personalities of the 1090 Jakes. That's the devil lying to you. See, the devil tell you bullshit like that. God directs you in what to do. I never would imagine being on YouTube. It's people that watch people and say, I'm going to be on YouTube because I want to be better than them. God forced me on YouTube. I came on YouTube to stop people from fighting. Not to ask for cash apps, not to talk about you, not to talk about him, not to do an investigative background report on this one, not to disrespect this one, not to betray this one, not to infiltrate this one, none of that. I didn't come here for none of that. I didn't even know why I came here. I used to be like, yo, why the fuck am I on YouTube? I got so many people to be like, Dice, I never believed you'd be on YouTube. Shit, me neither. Nightman said, as long as you don't go back to the old Dice, you can take it better than they ever did, cuz you clean. That's why they hating. Talk about that shit, Night. Look at me. I'm clean, y'all. My name clean. 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 No mook shit, no telling shit, no sucker shit, no ran shit, no dishonorable shit. My shit clean, y'all. Shout out to my man Chase Milano. He said some shit tonight, y'all. He said, undisputed #1 YouTuber of the year, the most hated, the most lied on. Them niggas threw all type of scenarios out there for y'all to stop fucking with me. Respectfully, I didn't care if y'all was fucking with me. I had God. I got God. I got Brooklyn. I got New York. I got North Carolina, y'all. I look like I'm upset. I look like I'm stressing y'all. Y'all ever see me without a fresh one? Every haircut, I got a bald head and I'm in the barbershop every Saturday. I get $30 haircuts, y'all. That's $120 a month in haircuts. Adamantly. You heard my man Knight said? And you got a likable personality. You can take it bigger, Dice. Nah, I ain't never going back there. That nigga's dead, Knight. Shit, that nigga dead. I'm not going to disappoint my family. I'm not going to disappoint the ones that told me who I am, that showed me who I am. I'm going to lead by example. I'm going to get on these niggas' nerves on YouTube because I don't care about the buffoonery. I challenge anybody in YouTube to an intellectual debate for your YouTube slot. I challenge anybody on YouTube for an intellectual debate for your YouTube page. Let's get to that. All content creators, I challenge anybody. Let's let the motherfucking supporters pick the topic we talk about. I'm so comfortable I come to your stage and let's have an intellectual debate. I will bust you niggas' asses. No homo, no freaky. I will bust you niggas' asses. My mind is something crazy. I stand on that. Big Dice stamp this shit. I will just, let's have a spelling test. I ain't got to disrespect you. You don't got to disrespect me. You hate me. You think I hate you. Let's really humiliate each other to the world. Let's have a spelling test. Let's have a history test. Let's have a math test. Let's have a social debate. Let's have an intellectual debate. Let's have a parental debate. Let's have a man debate. Let's have a debate on life. Let's talk about anything, and I will destroy you niggas. Brooklyn Crook, I see you in the building. He said, what's the spill on the real Dice? Yo, Brooklyn Crook, I need you to do this. Do this for me right now, Brooklyn Crook. Subscribe to my members only. Episode 2 will be this Saturday at 8 o'clock p.m. I already got episode 1. Come get the real spill about Big Dice. Come get I'm going to give y'all a raw here, but what I mean, y'all going to get some stories on the membership only. Like I told you, you're going to get stories about how I felt the day my mom's passed away. The disappointment I had the first time I had to call my mother from jail. The disappointment in my grandfather's face when he was so upset to the fact. Brooklyn Crook, I see you in the building. Salute to that. The disappointment in my grandfather's face when he told me how intelligent I was and how I was wasting my life in the street. Y'all ever seen that movie called Blue Hill Avenue? Anybody ever saw that movie Blue Hill Avenue? Has anybody in here ever saw the movie called Blue Hill Avenue? Brooklyn Crook, I appreciate you, beloved. Make sure you go watch that first episode I dropped last Saturday if you feel tonight or tomorrow. FTC said that's a classic. Yo, Sonny, make sure if you got a Fire Stick, you put the movie in Blue Hill Avenue. Do y'all know my grandfather really asked me that question that his father asked him, and I gave my grandfather the same fucking answer? Do y'all know how much that movie affected my life? My grandfather asked me one day, he said, boy, I've been hearing some stories about you, boy. Strong man going to a dialysis machine 3 times a week. This man right here. Going to a dialysis machine 3 times a week. He said, boy, I've been hearing some stories about you. I said, what you talking about, Pops? He said, I want to talk to you for a minute. Sit down. I said, what's wrong, Pops? He said, I've been hearing some bad things about you in the street. I said, what you talking about? He said, I'm hearing you running with some real dangerous people in the street. I said, nah, Pops, them just my friends. It ain't nothing like that. He said, you don't even know how to lie good yet. I said, what you talking about, Pops? He said, one thing I know about the streets, boy. Sheep don't run with wolf, and them niggas you running with is some real dangerous goddamn wolves. And he didn't end it there. My grandfather said, and I hear you run them niggas. One of the most disappointing days of my life. One of the most disappointing days of my life. Hardworking man. Looking at his grandson. Did everything in his power to make sure I didn't have to do the things that he did and my family member did. And he said, why are you in the streets? And I told him, because I'm good at this shit, Pops. That was my answer. I said, because I'm good at this shit, Pops. Look at that, y'all. We got 6 members to the exclusive Big Dice Chronicles. That's the number of Satan. If I could get one more member tonight, we are rocking with the number of God. I am looking for one more member tonight to the Big Dice exclusive membership that comes with exclusive badges, early releases. And when I get to 10 members, I'm going to start doing the raffles, y'all. I'm going to start doing the Cash App raffles. You know what? You're right, God. Nightman. From now on, I'm going to do it 7 o'clock, the God hour. Ron Boog said, what did he say after you said that, Dice? He started shaking his head and he cried and turned his head like this, Ron, and looked down the block like I wasn't even standing in front of him. And he didn't look in my direction until I walked off. That's what he did. He didn't say nothing. But look at me now. Drinking Sprite on YouTube. Ha! Doing it for my last name, not doing it for my first. See, a lot of these niggas up here doing it for their first name. They ain't doing it for their last name. I'm trying to erase the sins and the curses that was passed down by my family. See, our sins, the foul shit that we do in the street, if it escapes us, it hits our children. That's what they mean by generational curses. Our sins hit our children. Their sins hit their children, which is our grandchildren, and so forth and so forth. But if you pay attention to it, the sins came from us initially that were passed down from our parents and their parents because of activities in their life. It's time for us to start correcting the wrongs because of mistakes that our parents made. We got to stop being upset with our parents. We got to stop hating our parents. We got to stop disrespecting our parents for mistakes that they made. Start supporting our parents. Start giving thanks to the fact that our parents are physically still alive. And we're going to have to start spreading that love with our parents, with our children, to erase the pain, the misery, and the bad luck that's being passed down and passed down and passed down. We can do this shit, y'all. I unsubscribed from 12 platforms. 12. All of the platforms that I unsubscribed for, I went a step further and pressed the button in my index to the part that says when you have the dots and it says not interested. So this is going to be blocked out of the algorithm that I may be in. I am not concerned about it. Don't send me the notifications. I wish y'all start moving like that. I can't tell you what to do, but I'm asking you what to do. If you care about God and you care about your loved ones and you care about yourself, pay attention to the energy that you are intaking. Pay attention to what you are absorbing like a sponge. Pay attention to what you're waking up, gravitating to, going to watch every day. You are turning to what you are supporting indirectly. Indirectly. The world is getting more and more evil, but it's more and more love being spread also. It's just dividing. Sonny said, spray some holy water, clean your house out. Open your window, get a bottle of olive oil, and go to an old timer and have them pray on that olive oil. Then you come home and you dip your finger in that olive oil and you put crosses on top of every door and every window in your home, and you put them windows up. And after you put that olive oil on, you scream, devil be gone, and you close them windows. You get them spirits out your house. You get them spirits out of your house. And then once you get them spirits out your house, stop letting them spirits in your house. Stop opening the door. Stop answering the phone. You know what? Start blocking motherfuckers that's evil. Don't even let them call you no more. If they see you in the street and they be like, yo, you changed your number, be so adamant. No, I haven't changed my number. I was trying to call you. They said your phone was off. Since you want to play stupid, my phone is not off. I have rejected your energy. Devil, be gone and walk away. See, when you look the devil in the eyes and say, devil, be gone, there's no response from the devil because you commanded him by God. Devil, be gone. That's your power from God. That's a commandment. Devil, be gone. You will fuck somebody evil up saying that. God is good. I can tell you the thing. I'm going to tell you some of the things that I can talk about in the private membership only. I'm going to tell you some. I done did some things. Inshallah, I have changed my motherfucking life. Can I get one person in the chat to say, yo, Big Dice, I'm proud of you? Because I ain't telling no cap. I take my hat off for this one. I know my mother, my grandmother, my grandfather, and my father, and so many more are proud of me. I got gangsters alive to this day that tell me, boy, I'm proud of you. Barlow asked me one day on the phone, he said, yo, Dice, can I ask you a question? I said, what's that is, Barlow? He said, when the fuck did you get so much sense? I said, after I buried my mother. See, I had that dumbass mentality. I kill you dead and go to jail. You know why? Because I have my mother to talk to on the phone from my bed. I ain't scared of nothing or no fucking body. All I got to do is get some motherfucking what? Some crossword puzzles and some long johns. I'm going to play the yard every day. Every time we in the yard, I'm in the yard. I'm just that type of nigga. Wherever the movie's at, I'm going to the movies. Wherever we the bud at, I'm having somebody bringing me bud. I'm going to move in the street just like I'm moving. Don't make no difference. But God told me something different, y'all. He said I'm more important than that. Some niggas will not let that devil go. That nigga dangerous, man. The nigga's something dangerous, y'all. And the devil is beautiful also. Did I tell you that? The devil's beautiful. The devil's so intriguing. The devil will give you the things that you think you need, but God gives you what your heart desires. You don't even know what your heart desires until you walking in the righteous ways of God. You don't get the desirement of your heart when you fucking with the devil because God is a jealous God. He doesn't even show you what you deserve and what you aspire yet because you're not paying attention to God. You know why I went through so much bullshit in my life? Because I chose drugs over God, meaning selling drugs. Only smoked weed, never did nothing else. I chose beautiful women over loving God. I chose my loyalty to dudes in the street over loving God. I chose popularity. I chose fame. I chose vehicles. I chose jewelry. I chose money over God. All that shit is gone, y'all. I don't look too bad for my age. I'll be 51 in a couple of weeks. September the 10th to be exact. Still got most of my brain. Still have horrific nightmares. Seem like I have sometimes more worse days than good days. But see, I don't complain. I got days. See, niggas is complaining about bad days. Fuck am I complaining about a bad day for? It's a day, ain't it? You see, Crego said, your circle gets smaller. I agree to disagree. It's not that your circle gets smaller. Your circle gets more intelligent. Your circle gets more wiser. When you become wise, your actions and your decisions become wiser. Actions for the betterment of yourself. I asked myself one day, if my grandparents was alive and my grandmother was alive, would they be, how can I say this? Would they be proud of certain content that I had in my roster on YouTube? That was another reason that helped me erase everything. DJ Velo, Trays, Harlem Legend, Wax, everything with me saying some crazy shit is gone. I don't want it. I'm going to let my silence, I'm going to let my belief in my faith in God speak in volumes. I'm going to show y'all that a goon, a retired goon, I was the worst of the worst. I was the one that they said, that boy is going to die. They were wrong. They told me I would not get to 18. I got to 18. They said, well, fuck it. He's not going to make it to 21. Got to 21. They said, well, he won't make it to 25. I didn't even make it. It's not that I not only made it to 25, I had my son at 25. And in a couple of weeks, inshallah, I will be 51 years old. I survived the Reagan era, the Rudy Giuliani era, the Edward Koch era, the David Dinkins era. Not bad. Knight said, yo, Dice, remember they said they didn't want to be here. My mom said, when she going to be dead and gone and stinking, because it's going to get worse. That's a fact. The best era, the crack era. Yo, where you been, my brother? Where you been, beloved? You got Harry Wins in the building, y'all. The Geraldo Rivera and Al Sharpton era. If y'all go watch the movie called The Education of Sonny Carson, my uncle is in that movie. Oliver North, 1995, the Iran-Contra affairs. Where a Muslim group from Iraq was blamed for bombs that went off that killed children and people in the building. Yeah, I'm very, very aware of my current affairs. That's a fact, y'all. There ain't too many people know who Oliver North is, my nigga. I'm not one of these niggas. Like Jamie Foxx and Django said, I'm that one nigga out of 10,000. Can I get a dice cube for that? Can I get a dice cube for knowing who Oliver North is? Can I get a dice cube for knowing who Oliver North is? Rest in peace, Yusef Hawkins. That's when we went and tore their ass up. We tore Howard Beach up for Yusef Hawkins. We tore Bensonhurst up for Yusef Hawkins. We tore up Howard Beach for Michael Griffin from Weeksville. The Central Park Five, they made them what? Go to jail for a raping of a white woman in Central Park, and them kids didn't even do it. The Zodiac Killer, he was leaving letters and shit like that with Zodiac signs and all that bullshit. Come on, y'all can keep going and going. I'm Sharon McLeod, son. What y'all thought I was joking when I told y'all that she gave me dictionaries when she told me I had to do book reports to go outside? Come on, I'm not playing. Y'all can keep talking about it. How about Bernard Gatz? How about Bernard Gatz? They went down as the Brooklyn Vigilante after my man Jaja made an attempt to rob him, and he shot my man Jaja when he was in IS 390. That child was in 7th grade when when Mr. Bernard Gatz shot my man on the A train on Kingston and Fulton. Y'all want to talk about some truth? I was there. I'm not talking about what I heard. If you listen to one of my stories, the morning that shit happened, I was supposed to go with my man Jaja, my man Blue Eyes, to the city to go dig pockets. They got my man's. I went to school that morning. IS 390 Maggie Lena Walker. I went to school that morning. My man Jaja was in the hospital because Bernard Gatz shot him. The bullet went through him and hit a pregnant lady that was sitting on the train behind him and killed her baby in her stomach. Y'all want to talk about some current affairs? Larry Davis allegedly was getting all the cocaine from the police, wound up killing 2 or 3 of them. They went on a vicious manhunt for him, 13 to 17 days. Rest in peace, was killed by Blue Boy. The Unabomber, they found him living in the ground. Skinny dude with the nasty motherfucking afro. Come on, y'all, don't do that to me. This is me. What about Colin Ferguson? If y'all want to talk about current affairs, Colin Ferguson, the man that shot up the Long Island Railroad train. Come on, man, this is me. Y'all don't play with me. Don't play with me, y'all. What about Colin Ferguson? Remember when he got up there and he defended himself? He was so mentally insane. He stood in front of them and said he would represent his own self. He stood in front of the woman. He said, "Excuse me, can you tell me who shot you?" She broke down in tears. She said, "You shot me, motherfucker." He said, "Your Honor, throw this case out. This is bias. They're plotting to have me incarcerated for something that I didn't do. That nigga is crazy." What about the Padmore crew from the 77 precinct that was running around robbing and killing drug dealers from Brooklyn, just like the same police in the Bronx? What about Abdullah Diallo? What about Diallo that was shot 41 times when he came from South Africa, that was living on a block in Dykeman? And when the police told him to freeze, he didn't understand English and he was going inside of his trench coat to give him his identification because he was a foreign exchange student, and the police shot him 41 times. What about Abdullah Louima, the one that was arrested, sodomized in the bathroom, and his intestines was busted open because they raped him with a plunger? The Guardian Angels, they tried to tell us one night, DCEP, we on 42nd Street at the game room. Them niggas try to run up on us. We beat them niggas out they motherfucking jackets. I ain't heard of them since. Over a wallet, him reaching for his identification because he didn't understand that much English. So what he was doing, what they taught him was, foreign exchange student here going to school, show them identification. You know why he had on the trench jacket? Because it was in the wintertime. It was cold. They killed him. "42nd Street, the 25 sending videos. Sonny, you got a little razzle dazzle in you, girl. Rawr. Current affairs. I'm Sharon McLeod's son. Y'all forgot about the Atlanta child murders? You forgot about the Atlanta child murders when the black man in Atlanta that was looking like Arthur Ashe, they was looking for him for killing all of them black kids? Y'all forgot about that. What about the DC sniper? The man that manipulated his stepson, and they was riding around allegedly in the back of pickup trucks, sniping people at gas stations. What y'all talking about current affairs? I'm not one of these niggas from YouTube. What they talking about, Harry? What you call me, the borough president of Brooklyn? I was in St. John's Park when David Dinkins came to St. John's Park, because that's right around the corner from my house. We was in there playing basketball when he came to St. John's Park, because that was the only place that the helicopter could land successfully in the middle of a baseball park. And he was going to IS-210, and Boys and Girls High School was too much of a drive. So because of what? Security reasons, he landed in St. John's Park. Y'all don't know nothing about who I am. Y'all didn't see this right here? Y'all didn't see this right here when I put this up, this thumbnail? What y'all thought I just put that up? I'm really from that era. I'm really from this era, y'all. I'm really born in the 70s, raised in the 80s. I was born September the 10th, 1972, y'all. This is the era I'm from. I don't know about everybody else. I'm from that song, Mama May Have, Papa May Have, but God Bless the Child. Y'all finish it. That has his own. I'm from MTV, Yo Raps. I'm from WHT, HBO. You know you had to put your TV on channel 3 and then turn the little box on top of the TV. I'm from The Rabbit. Remember that when you wanted to watch the same thing in another room, so you had to buy The Rabbit? They was like $49.90. I ain't gonna tell y'all who I am. I'm not these people, y'all. He said Rap City the Basement. You talking about Rap City the Basement? Come on, Ron. Fuck Rap City the Basement. What about Video Music Soul, Donnie Simpson? What about Video Beatbox, Ralph McDaniels? What about Bobby Simmons? What about Soul Train? What about Solid Gold? I'm from a different era, y'all. See, I'm from the era, if you pay attention, if you look at all the game shows now, the game shows now are separating us. They're dividing us, educational purposes only. I'm from the era of Richard Bey. See, game shows went left when Jerry Springer came. I'm from the episode of Richard Bey, the Howard Stern show. That nigga used to smoke cigarettes and curse people the fuck out. I'm from the Richard Bey when people was going through things, when couples made mistakes. And if you wanted to prove your love, you had to come on national television and go through embarrassing fates to prove your love to someone. I'm from that, when men wasn't afraid to beg for their love. See, you're not begging for love when you telling your woman don't leave, don't go. You're begging for your peace. You're begging for your sanity, dummy. Some of you niggas so stuck into your motherfucking self. Fuck that, I ain't fucking that bitch. I ain't telling you better ask that bitch to beg her, nigga. You don't remember Martin? You don't remember Martin when he cursed Gina out? Get the fuck out of here. Shut the fuck up. Leave. When she walked off, he said, don't leave, Gina. I'm sorry. Please, 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 please. You niggas done lost y'all sense of fucking reality. Y'all didn't grow up watching the Partridge Family. Y'all didn't grow up watching Brady Bunch. Y'all didn't grow up watching Different Strokes. Y'all didn't know anything. Different Strokes taught you compassion. A white man made a vow to one of his maids and said, if something happened to you, I'm going to take care of your children. Y'all ain't grow up watching Give Me a Break. Y'all ain't grow up watching Mork from Ork, where they disguised us right in front of our face and told us about alien interaction. Mork from Ork was about a fucking alien that came to this world in a fucking egg. Hill Street Blues, like my man Nightman said. Yeah, see, back in the days when television shows came on, it wasn't about color. It was about people that was writing interesting scripts. The Greatest American Hero, Bosom Buddies, Dallas, Dynasty, The Colbys, Punky Brewster, The Incredible Hulk, Taxi, Good Times, Cheers, The Jeffersons, Sanford and Son, Chico and the Man, Nancy Drew and the Mysteries, Murder, She Wrote, Matlock, In the Heat of the Night, Starsky and Hutch, Miami Vice, Little House on the Prairie, The Waltons, The Land of the Lost, Johnny Quest, The Bionic Man, Wonder Woman. These are things that made you interested for coming in the house. Remember the television shows where they told you parental guidance and you wouldn't even see a nipple? Now everything is out. It's no suspense. It's no more allure. It's no more respect for each other. It's no more respect for our children. It's no more respect for the viewers. Everything is a go for clicks and views or for promotion. Honey, I'm back, y'all. My fault. It's a storm down here. Hawaii 5-0, like y'all said, the Dukes of Hazzard. Flavor of Love. For the Love of Ray J. Game. These are the show. Benson. Webster. Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. The Odd Couple. American Gladiators. Them niggas running around killing each other. It was different. I'm from a different one. The Electric Company. The Sunday movies. Check this out. Y'all don't remember the karate movies on Sunday? Y'all don't remember the shows when Good Times, like when they had Debbie Allen on there when she was addicted to heroin? When they put up scenarios about heroin, addictions to alcoholism, Sweet Daddy Williams, the biggest drug dealer and number runner in the motherfucking projects. Remember when JJ had to paint the picture of Savannah Williams? Remember the episode where the little boy was deaf? Florida was talking to him. He almost walked into the elevator shaft. Remember when they was trying to teach us with the problems that was going on in our communities? They just erased all of that for foolishness, sex, division, and destruction. We can make it back right. Welcome back, Carter, The Cosby Show. Xena, that's a fact. What happened, y'all? They changed our mind and reprogrammed us to be interested in sexuality, nudity, vulgarity, and senseless entertainment that's not intriguing. It's captivating, it's mind-blowing at times, but it's not stimulating, it's not rewarding, and it's not educating us in no way. A Different World, Barney Miller, All in the Family, Facts of Life, Charlie's Angels, MacGyver, 21 Jump Street. Y'all got a Fire Stick. I recommend that all of y'all go watch Roots right now. Go watch Alex Haley's research. See, that's not all of our history. That's Alex Haley's research on his family, but it's a hell of a story, y'all. It's a hell of a story. $6 Million Man, facts. The Bionic Man, and it was a bionic woman. They were showing you back then, years ago, how quote unquote people were going through horrific accidents. The $6 Million Man was in a bad plane crash, and they mechanically put him back together. The same thing as the Bionic Woman. They was telling you back in the days, robotics, AI, what we was talking about just last week on the show. They was telling you about this and programming us this from days of RoboCop. From the days of RoboCop. New York Undercover, Shaka Zulu. Beretta, BJ and the Bear, Grizzly Adams. Kung Fu, Hong Kong Fooey. Shit, my favorite motherfucking cartoon was Courageous Cat. The Frog was my favorite character. That nigga was a bank robber. That nigga was a gangster. He was going up in jury heists and banks, nigga. Son, you better get yourself a Fire Stick. The Fire Stick got over 50,000 movies on there, 50,000 sitcoms. Heathcliff, Starsky and Hutch, Mad Science, Magilla Gorilla. All of y'all, don't y'all understand what we have in common? Before I end this, I'm gonna let y'all know something. Do you know what every one of us have in common? G.I. Joe, Woody Woodpecker. Do you know what we have in common? We have personalities, y'all. All walks of life, different places of world, all ethnicities. We have great interest in common. How about we start acting like it? Remember what I told y'all. Go look through your index of people you subscribe to on YouTube. I want you to take your time to individually go through your subscriptions. And when you get to each name, I want you to respectfully receive the feeling you get when you see their avatar or their name. I want you to do that same process with your phone book, with your cell phone. I want you to take your cell phones out. All the numbers that you have in your cell phone, I want you to individually go by each one of them and tell yourself the energy and the feeling you get when you see the person's name or their picture. Just like you're going to unsubscribe to the negativity on YouTube, how about you start blocking and kicking out and erasing the numbers in your cell phone that carry so much stress, so much negativity, so much disrespect, so much uncertainty, so much disloyalty. A period in time, my opinion, what you do in your time will be how you're remembered. Peace. See, that's what I'm telling people. When I leave here, I want people to really say some good things, some great things about me. Like, yo, he was different. Like, to really say that shit and mean it, nah, that nigga was different. Nah, he wasn't like them niggas. Nah, he wasn't like them niggas. That nigga was different. That's beautiful to me. Make sure y'all come fuck with me tomorrow, man. I'm going to have some work for y'all. But I'm going to end it with this classic by Jaffe, because y'all know the streets never loved us. Peace. I love y'all all. Salute. I appreciate the support. Don't stop. Tell a friend to tell a friend. It's the only way we're going to continue to win. Salute.
The streets ain't never loved me. The streets ain't never loved me, yeah. The streets ain't never loved me, yeah.
Streets ain't never loved me since my brother died. My mother cried. Tears in my eyes bleed red. Ain't no love inside. Streets left me dolly. My phone, they left it holy. Dawn was in that passenger side when they tried to phone me.
Yeah, you know the streets ain't never love us.
Yeah. GD. I've been shot, I was left with a zipper on my stomach, nigga. You know these streets ain't never loved me.
I've been stabbed, I've been left with a zipper on my stomach, nigga. You know the streets ain't never loved me.
I've been locked, I got charged for some shit I didn't do, nigga. You know these streets ain't never loved me.
Caught a case, went upstate, fuck the Jakes, nigga. Yeah, you know these streets ain't never loved me.
Laying up in a hospital bed in ICU. Hit that button like every 3 hours to get those blues, yeah. Laying in the test of pain, I know shit won't be the same. Sipping my stomach, shit don't stop a thing, I'm still a man, yeah. But who gon' be there when you doing time? Can't get no money, so they dropping down, these niggas bitter. and I hope they get the picture. I'm only getting bigger. The top cat out my litter, Tell you they love you, but they hate you on the low. They hold you back, how they expect for you to grow. I got locked up, ain't said me nothing, but I'm your nigga. My body numb, I got no feelings for you niggas. I'm from what niggas will shoot you right here in these hallways. If you got trust in that loyalty goes a long way. These size 11s, these pussies can't walk a mile in. They hit my cousin with life and he's still smiling. I been shot, I was left with a zipper on my stomach, nigga. You know these streets ain't never loved me.
I've been stabbed, I've been left with a zipper on my stomach, nigga. You know the streets ain't never loved me.
I've been locked, I got charged for some shit I didn't do, nigga. You know these streets ain't never loved me.
Caught a case, went upstate, fuck the Jakes, nigga. Yeah, you know these streets ain't never loved me. Streets ain't never loved me since my brother died. My mother cried, tears in my eyes bleed red. Ain't no love inside. Streets left me dolly, my foreign they left it holy. Dawn was in that passenger seat when they tried to fold me. Remind me of my gun, that was real shit, this real spit. Rocks I was selling was smacking them, call it Will Smith. I ain't never told and never folded under pressure. Yeah, the Neek was in that ambulance with me, he was on that stretcher. Niggas tried to take my life, I couldn't tell you who. Many men might not make it, I'm here to tell the truth. Me and Jop, that's my brother, you know we moving tight. Brown boys fuck with the family and I'ma get them that. This my testimony, solid, all the rest is phony. Merrick niggas come at the fam and send your best opponent. I was stabbed, I was left with a zipper on my stomach, nigga. I know the streets ain't never loved me.
You can't play both sides, you niggas gotta choose. Niggas out here being tough until they make the news. Mama said her son ain't hurt nobody. The streets said her son was catching plenty bodies. If you accept these charges, then please hold. In every hood, it was a nigga that was tough, and he still told. Like, what I gotta do to make you niggas rhyme? Like, I'm ready to kill when the kind of mind I'm cautious. I'm dealing with more sticks than a porcupine. Quill spines, whatever you wanna call them. Yeah, plus my little mama, she a trap queen. Doggy when she mixed with that Fetty, give him a wop lean. It was a whole lot of cars when there was stimmies round. We going over a year and half you niggas down. All these expensive clothes like was that smart? Now they uploading they clothes on the Poshmark. Switch baby, careful with this. I mean it's bitch sharp. One across, one down the middle, look like a chrome heart. Damn, I'm always outside. I'm like high from who? Bout to put your car on skates. You think you sliding through? I help build my niggas. This ain't Legos. Protect the fam by any means. I be Diego. Yeah, tiger to you niggas. I'm an animal. It's some jungle where I'm from. What y'all wanna do? You can't play both sides. You niggas gotta choose. Niggas out here being tough until they make the news. Mama said her son ain't hurt nobody. The streets said her son was catching plenty bodies. If you accept these charges, then please hold. In every hood, it was a nigga that was tough, and he still told.